Chapter 3, Planning Power. This is such an effective tool with helping you get the results that you want in your life. It's so powerful when we take the time to plan. Okay, so you've got this clear vision of your future self. What if for 1% better, you pick 15 minutes a day to plan? Plan for the next day, or 15 minutes to plan for the week. I promise the more you do something, the easier it becomes. Anytime we're learning something new, the brain is just like, oh, I can't do this. This is too hard. I don't have time for this. And what does that do? That keeps you stuck. And that's your old habit self, right? Okay, but remember, you always have a choice. And if you have that clear vision of the person you're becoming, your future self, then you can start telling yourself, again, these are the power of your thoughts on the side here. But if we're telling ourselves, yeah, I can figure out how to plan, or this is just an experiment, or I do have time to plan, okay? Because sometimes the story in our head, we've made it so hard that we never start. And then we're not motivated, and that totally keeps us stuck. Okay, so if you want to be moving forward, you need to go to Choice Point and tell yourself, I'm in. I'm going to figure out how to plan for me. And that keeps you motivated and moving forward. And just so you know, there's no right or wrong way to plan. That's why I want you to tell yourself, this is just an experiment. I'm figuring out what works for me. Some people like to plan the whole week. Some people like to plan the night before. I spoke with a client earlier today, and she said I could use some information. She said I could use this information. Okay, she's 79, and it's been so fun to work with her, helping her figure out what she can do. And she has practiced the planning. Okay, so the last 2 weeks she's been doing this. She does it the night before, because really it takes 15 minutes, right? She does it the night before. She knows exactly what they're going to have for dinner the next night. And then she buys the ingredients. She has extra on hand. She freezes some. She cooks the dinner. Sometimes there's leftovers. She freezes it for another time. Anyway, she said it's a lot of relief for me. Okay, you don't have the brain drama anymore. That it's just like, oh, I don't know what I can cook for dinner. That exhausts us. Knowing ahead, you wake up the next day and it's just like, yeah, I'm gonna get the chicken out to defrost. I'm gonna get this going. And then when you come home, some of you from work, or when it's time to start dinner, it's like, I know exactly what to do. And again, that keeps you moving forward. So just remember, if you're starving and you're tired, you come home from work, if you don't have a plan, what are you gonna do? You're gonna go to old habit self and you're gonna eat whatever's available, right? Especially the sugar. You ever notice that when you're super hungry? It's just like, I don't care. I'm gonna eat as much sugar as I want, cookies, chocolate, whatever. And then it's the chips, right? Because then we want the salt. Anyway, that's what happens for me. I totally will go for my chocolate if I wait until I'm so hungry. Or like before dinner, if I wait until I'm so hungry and starving, I'm like snacking and eating so many things as I'm preparing. So what helps me is planning ahead, okay? It helps our client here. It's helped change the lives of many people. It's just figuring out what works for you for lunch, and maybe pick one to start with. Work on your lunches and then your dinners, or choose both as well as breakfast. Figure it out, make a plan, and be committed to you and your future self to get these results that you want. Remember, you can do anything. You just got to tell yourself and be committed to you. And the investment is so worth it. Keep going, learn to plan. It's worth the time to figure it out. And I promise the more you do it, it becomes that habit. And then this part becomes automatic instead of this part. All right, you got this.